Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Rifianti, Triwirayudha Syahrudin, with name number 19022111015. On this occasion, I would like to deliver presentation material about suprasegmental feature of sounds. Previously, I will explain briefly about what is suprasegmental. Suprasegmental is something that accompanies the phoneme, which can be in the form of sound pressure, intonation, Ling slow pitch, and sound vibration that indicate certain emotions. Now, everything that is included in the suprasegmental term cannot be separated from a phoneme. Next, there is suprasegmental sound. It has been explained in the previous slide that the sound of language when spoken can be segment of speech. For example, all voice and consonant. Sounds that can be segments are called segmental sounds, but there are also those that cannot be segment because the presence of this sound always accompanies segment sounds, both focus and consonant. Because of this nature, the sound is called suprasegmental instead of being called non-segmental sounds. Well, next, the suprasegmental feature of the sound have three parts. Alright, the first is length trim, and then there is stretch, and then there is intonation. These three have their own way and sound pressure. Okay, here the first one is length trim. Width is the length or quality of the sound length of time it is held continuously in a particular word or pressure. Rhythm is represented by musical notation. Although rhythm is not a periodic variable such as pitch or length, it is customary to treat the rhythmic characteristic of language as part of its periodic phonology. Alright, and next, there is stress. Stress is the degree of force with which a sound or syllable is uttered. And there are three degrees of stress that can be observed in English. The first, and there is strong or primary stress. The strongest degree of stress places on a syllable the pronunciation of a word. The mark used to indicate the strong degree of stress. In both sense also called primary accents. And then there is medium or secondary stress. Alright, secondary stress is the stem consists of more than one syllables. There will be secondary stress on one of the syllable of the stem. And then there is weak stress. That weakness form is called weak form, as opposite to a strong form. Weak is the full form of the word pronounced with stress. Okay. The last there is intonation can also be called a speech melody. Using the right intonation is very important because it will make the speech more lively and interesting to the listener. Intonation is divided into two types, namely the first, there is an ascending tone, and then there is the tone drops. Alright, what is for intonation? As already mentioned, intonation is needed mainly in order to indicate the semantic content of the text or the mood of the speaker. From setting intonation, you can learn, for example, how a person relates to you or what is happening, whether he speaks with a positive or negative emotional tone. Intonation helps to understand how angry, upset, excited, or amicable is person is. Alright, what is tone drop? Tone drop is phrase. There is drop, verb, and tone noun. Alright. The act of transmitting an electronic tone or set of tones by radio signal to a lot, a person, or group of people. Terminology typically used by public safety, dispatcher, and emergency personnel. So the sun's an object made as it's falling onto a surface. A could tell by the sharp turn that it was your pen that fell out of your pocket, not earring. Alright, and the last conclusion. This research suprasegmental feature of sounds focus on the length, stretch, and intonation of English students and an English native speaker. On the contrary, English students pronounce the word slower and give pause within the words. Consequently, the amplitude of the word is higher. If suprasegmental features of sound are to be defined with reference to their domain, then pitch, stretch, and quality will not quality as suprasegmental when they happen to be manifest over a single segment. In turn, feature can be defined with reference to a segment itself. Well, that's my presentation today. I hope that what I have said is useful and can be taken for your learning. And I fully realize that it is not flawless and there's still probably a lot of questions arise. So if you have some question, feel free to speak out and we can have discussion to work out for the best solution. Alright? Once more, thank you so much for all your attention and have a nice day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.